What's up, y'all? How you doing? Hey, guys. So today, I don't know if you can hear it, but the sirens are going off. The sirens are going off. Are you here to answer the call? So today I grabbed my Colorado mug. A year ago, my family went on an incredible trip. And part of this trip was a visit to Arizona where we did quite extensive learning and immersing ourselves into the culture of the Indians. And sorry, that's my husband in the background. What? Oh, just a moment. I'm sorry. I keep using this. Honey, can you turn the light on? Because it keeps going like back and forth. Let me see if I can turn this off if that helps. Oh, but then I'm in the dark. Okay. There we go. That's a little better. So anyway, when we went on our trip to Colorado, we visited Arizona. We went to Antelope Canyons, which is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Highly recommended. And, today I love all these synchronicities as the medicine wheel comes up. Okay. So today's numerology it's January 3rd, 2023. So all year, the numerology for 2023 is 7. It's the year of magic. Okay. And you can check out the whole year. I'm actually going to post the timestamps in just a moment, but I have the whole year posted in another oracle. So make sure you check that out. And and this is related because what popped up in the month of January was the word reflection. And let me read you exactly from the medicine card book. In the medicine wheel spread, each of the 4 directions reveals certain things that you need to reflect upon. So, are you ready to do some reflection? Are you ready to find out the sacred directions to see who the allies are? Okay. We have an alignment going on today. The numerology is 1 plus 3 and the 7, which makes 11. And I definitely, when I was sitting down getting prepared for today's daily, I definitely had, and I'm getting goosebumps. The fact, okay, this is so crazy, but we are the football and we've been kicked and we're going through the end zone to score. Okay. So it's like in a lot of ways, there's this really fast moving energy. And I knew that that was happening. And that's why our fast moving energy cards are here, which is the medicine dreaming. Okay. So, I heard when I did today's numerology, oneness plus balance plus magic equals alignment. Fast moving energy, like the football being taken through the end zone, okay, kicked through the end zone. We're to do 4 shuffles because we're aligning 4 by 4. We're aligning 4 shuffles, 4 directions, 4 by 4, new structure, which is what came up in our actual yearly. So the card that came up was the dolphin, which was number 40. And the angels wanted to come forward. So if you haven't checked out that reading, check it out. It's for all month. But the angels came forward to share with us that there is a change in our structure and it's being brought in by spirit. Okay. So in a lot of ways, there's so much happening in the background. And I am literally hearing from so many different sources that a lot of people have been having a rough couple days. So I hope this really provides some insight. Okay. And so we're aligning to this new structure. So before we even get started, we're going to go ahead and highlight the card of the month, okay, which for January, which is the dolphin. So we want to keep in mind the whole month of January to focus on our breath, okay, to focus on our breath. I think I'm going to post a short about the dolphin, but the dolphin is all about the breath. Really, it goes down when it comes up. It catches its breath, right, like a cork. Hey, Billy, what's up, girl? Yes, okay, you're resonating. I know I'm hearing this from a lot of people, myself as well. It's a little better this morning. Yesterday was actually pretty rough. So, but the dolphin, what it does is it comes up for air and then it holds its breath as it goes down into the emotions. Okay. And so it's affiliated with playing in the coral reef. It's affiliated. So we're dealing with an alignment, number 11. And what Spirit wanted me to bring forward, as I see one and one here, is we're talking about the pituitary gland. Okay. So whenever you see alignment, we're talking about the pituitary gland. A lot of people like to think that 11 is karma, but really what it is, it's a restructuring, a recoding of our nervous system, a recoding of the reactive process, right? The reactive process, and instead making it more intentional. Okay. So just so you know, that's what we're doing. And Spirit is bringing in this fast moving energy today. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do our first shuffle. We're doing 4 shuffles. And yeah, here we go. Today is the 3rd. Okay. Today is the 3rd. We've got the number 3 here. And, the elk is coming forward with special medicine for us because the elk is all about, it's really kind of about teacher. Okay. I want to read this. It's right here. I have the book here. Elk, your antlers reach for the sun. Show me that strength and stamina are one. Thank you to the elk for bringing this for us. So, the elk wanders through the forest looking for a partner when mating season is in full bloom, and it does like a bellow. So there's a call. There's a call as we come into this alignment. It's bringing things into balance, okay? It's like answering the call. Elk medicine teaches us to pace ourselves to increase our stamina, okay? So it's like you don't want to get dragged by this energy. So, what I would recommend, just like we did yesterday, is just like the elk bellows a call, you can actually call out to your angels and ask to be on the highest timeline, ask, to demand your power back. Anytime you're starting to feel that, ask for your power back because there's a lot going on in actually in Atlantis, really, is where there's a ton of alchemy happening at this time. Okay. So that's what I've been shown in my sacred work. And it's affecting all of us. So it's important. I got full goosebumps. It's important to keep yourself close to spirit. So here we are. We're already seeing the numerology. First shuffle, number 3. Today's the 3rd, which is part of our alignment numbers. And now we've got the number 1, being at 1, seeing things from a different perspective, widening our stance. Okay, so that's what the eagle does. He perched in here. I'm imagining that he's perched and he's just looking, observing. Okay, keeping himself centered, right? Keeping himself centered and in balance, but listening for what's around. And I'm seeing this coral, right? I'm seeing this coral and also this turquoise. So this is what's coming in, talking about, and we're seeing that as well as a little bit on the elk. Okay. Seeing that a little bit here as well, those colors. And those colors are really talking about recoding the nervous system, right? And what better way to do that with an activation to our pituitary gland, which actually does what? It releases tons and tons of hormones, specifically the adrenal hormones. And those go into and affect our gut, our fight or flight system. Okay. And this is what's really being pronounced today. This is what Spirit has brought up to me today. Okay. So it's all about keeping ourselves grounded. And look at, here's the 7. My God, Spirit is coming out hardcore today. So look at 3 and 4 is really all about the 7. This is a breakdown of the 7 today. The magic today is all about keeping in balance and allowing this new structure to come. The grouse runs in circles. You can see the paw prints of its feet. It makes a pattern on the ground, actually. And you're making a pattern. Okay, you're making a pattern. This is related to a pattern. So these are related to patterns that are within you, that are happening before and that are to come. Okay, we are in a 7 year, which means there's a pattern of 7 years. So we have new energy coming in. All right, so let's do one more. This is so crazy. We just had the 34. Now we have the 43. Okay, which is letting us know this is the new structure. We've got a structure to keep in balance. Okay, and this is all about the spider energy, about our creative spirit, about really recoding the coral and not reacting, but instead being intentional with how we lay our grid, our plan, our goals, thinking about a year ahead and what we want to manifest and what we want to catch. But it's all about, if we don't work on right here, you see what's front and center is this piece of coral. And this is talking about that nervous system. And if we don't sink into this energy, if we don't sink into what's, I don't want to say broken, okay? But if we don't sink into possibly recoding what's there, we're going to keep getting the same results we've gotten, okay? Because what is manifestation? But our thoughts and our feelings combined. And that's what the spider is bringing here, is like whatever this is, the orange, it affects, as we see the orange here, it affects your sacral waters. It affects your manifestation. It affects your creative power. So thank you, Spirit, for bringing this in. Let's go ahead and do one more shuffle. I love that energy came in. Now, we did 4 shuffles, okay? We're building the 4x4. We're going to do the structure. We're going to go from east to west and build our medicine wheel. And there's definitely going to be some great things to share there. But we're also going to go back around, because I'm actually meant to share 9 cards with you, because there's a healing today. And so we want to give you as much insight to allow this healing to occur. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the directions going. All right, there's that 9. There's that 9 right on bottom. Okay, so I know I'm in the right place. We're getting the 9, the healing, the 9 cards. And why? Because we're aligning, we're becoming one with abundance, one with the infinite. We're highlighting, listening to the messages that are going to come today through this reading, through the messages that come synchronistically. They're all part of and look at you. Oh, I love it. 11:10 on your clock. That's so great. So yeah. So it's about listening and really focusing. Okay. So you see what's being highlighted here. You can really see it. And I love that we see the yellow eyes, because we're definitely, and again, look at here, we're recoding so that we are restructuring the things that make us flight or fight. Okay. You see that? We're recoding that. We're doing a links to get rid of the kinks is what I just heard. A links to get rid of the kinks. Okay, so we're going to start with the energy of the East. The energy of the East is the fire. This is your personal, your spiritual, this is your spirituality and your strength. This is the direction of the path. It reveals the major challenge at hand, or blocks that are at hand. I'm going to give myself a little room. Okay, and look at what we got here. We've got the possum. Now the possum is he works at night. Let's actually go ahead and get a little familiar with the possum. Let's get familiar with these directions. We're going to take our time today on the daily download. The possum says, roll over. Are you really dead or playing possum? Was it something I said? This is really leaning me into this whole reaction. Okay. So it's instead of falling into the trap, so to speak, how can you perch yourself and observe? How can you observe? Now, notice he's got the black eyes. So he's willing to look at the shadow. He's willing to look at the reflection. because that's what we're doing this month. We're looking at the reflection and how can we take that in to recode our the neurological impulses that create us to flight or fight. And the possum, he just rolls over. When he gets freaked out, he rolls over. Okay. And he also can swing down with this tail and go into like a hermit mode. So he can pull away. All right. This is also a little bit talking about that, here we have collaboration of balance. There's some things going on at night. So, what kinds of dreams are you having? Hey, Deb, welcome. What kind of dreams are you having? Think about, you can reflect. What dream did you have last night? And how is that speaking to you? Okay. But the possum's greatest form of protection is to play dead. That means the greatest protection for you at this point is to be detached, is to observe. Okay. So that's what's coming up in the East. And it's like with this fire energy, okay, what I'm feeling with this fire energy, because today is all about the earth and the water. It's not appropriate today to build the fire, okay? That's not really going to help us much. And so I love that this is coming up in the East, because the East is the place of the rising sun. It's what we see. And the fact that we're getting the possum, which is nocturnal. So think about what came in for you last night, early this morning. What came through during the darker hours is what I'm feeling here. There's something there. Okay. So we've got the possum here. If the possum turned up in your cards, you're being asked to use strategy in the present situation. Rely on your instincts as a best way to get out of a tight corner. If you have to pretend to be apathetic or afraid, do it. I'm hearing fake it till you make it. Trust your instincts. Okay. The biggest thing about today's energy, since it's so fast moving, is you don't want to get dragged. So it's all about the challenge at hand, really, is to really restructure and recode these thought processes that really do not serve our highest good. Okay, so this is really a great start here. Now let's go ahead and see the energy to the south. The south is the water. This is the seat of our emotions. But in the medicine wheel, it's also the child within, the part of us that wants to be nurtured. And look at that. Number 42, the star within you. We've got the bat. It's like there's this, and okay, we're going to pull up the bat in here, but I'm already getting, now notice he's not hung upside down. Okay. Again, we've got two different animals coming in right away. 5, 6, 5, 6. Follow the steps. 5, 6, pick up sticks. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, keeping yourself grounded, knowing that you are the star, knowing that it's a matter of keeping all these different what I'm getting here is really staying heart centered. What I'm getting here is this 5 is all about these first, actually the first 4 dimensions and how it's affecting us. There's so much going on in the background. Okay. There really, really is. So it's all about keeping yourself centered, allowing yourself, the bat here, he's not hung upside down. He's plugged into that sonar, right? He can pick up on things. He's ready to go at a moment's notice. All right. This is the structure, and here we go. 42 is the structure of collaboration. We're talking about a rebirth. Sacred bat, fly to me from the darkness of the cave. Womb like reflections, answers it gave. Birth, death, rebirth, cycles of the whole, never ending, just eclipsed the journey of the soul, says the bat. And so we've got a lightning strike happening to our sacral waters, the seat of our emotion, the place of our wildness, our dark our dark feminine in a lot of ways. Okay. And we're going through a rebirth there. Um, and it's like, as that's happening, we want to make sure we're staying in, with the signals, that we're paying attention to what's going underneath. Okay. The bat, let's see. I want to share. There's a lot to share here. I just want to share about the bat. If the bat has appeared in your cards today, it symbolizes the need for a ritualistic death, which I'm going to tell you we're going to get a lot of this year. Um, of some way of life that no longer suits your new growth pattern. That's right. We're aligning to something new. We're aligning to a new structure. All right. This can mean a time of letting go of old habits, assuming the position of life that prepares you for rebirth, in some cases, initiation. And that's exactly what I got here. There's a new initiation. This is the structure to walk into this new initiation. All right. And spirit is leading us like we've got no choice. We've been kicked. The football. Remember, I told you the football is being kicked through the end zone, right? Exactly. And so we've just got to embrace it. If you resist your destiny, it can be long, drawn out, painful death. And we don't want that. This is for today. This is aligning you with something special for today. The universe is asking you to grow and become your future. To do so, you must die figuratively and let go of who you once were. So, how fitting is this that this is the emotional part of the medicine wheel? Next, we've got the West, the Earth, the owl, which I have to say I love because this exact owl, my friend Rama just sent me a video. And so I know it's related. And in the video, there's an owl that visits an older woman every single day and only talks to her, it perches on her like condo balcony. And they totally believe that this owl is their grandfather, their grandmother's past husband. So what? I mean, this is just totally, it's got to be related. It's got to be related because it is exactly this owl. There's many types of owls, but this is the one. I'll have to share it with you guys on the page. I'll share it here on YouTube because I think that'd be a fun thing to share. So number 21, let's see what the owl wants to say. The owl, of course, we're getting this nocturnal. Have you noticed? We're getting all these nocturnal elements here in the medicine wheel. We have the possum, who's nocturnal, comes out at night, kind of blinded, right? Feels his way. We've got the bat, who also comes out at night and follows the sonar. And now we have the owl in the west, the element of the earth. Okay, we're talking about balancing with the earth. And the owl is capable to look in almost 360 degrees and to see in the dark. So this is super interesting that this is coming up all together. All right. So the owl says, sorry, I'm almost there. I like how it has these poems in here. And not everybody has this oracle. I love this oracle. It is such a beautiful oracle. And this particular oracle is actually a combination of like the Lakota, the Cherokee. There's like 9 different tribes. Okay. So let's see. The owl says, I love this. Owl, magic, omens, time and space. Does the truth emerge? Casting out deception, silent fight, sacred medicine bird. Wow. Okay. So, what do we want to see what the owl has to say in relationship to the earth element? Okay. Well, let's see. Of course, the Greek goddess used the owl as the Greek goddess Athena. The owl is the wisdom. So this is all about pulling out the wisdom, capturing the wisdom, letting the fears go, being able to see in the dark, being able to see what wants to come to the light, not being afraid of it, really focusing in and then going in and capturing the wisdom. Yes, I'm feeling it with so much certainty. Okay. So the owl, yeah, can see in the dark, but there's something here. If you pulled the owl, you're being asked to use your powers of keen, silent observation to intuit some life situation. The owl is befriending you and aiding you to seeing the total truth. And isn't this exactly what we're getting here? This is really beautiful. Okay, so let's look to the north, which is the element of the air, and look at that, the 11, the alignment. I have full blown goosebumps, like full blown. Wow. Okay, so let's jump into this because this is what we're talking about today, the 11, the alignment. And here's the breakdown: the balance leading you to the abundance. This is our current theme. The frog is coming up. The frog is out of the water. He is able to go in between worlds just like you, my friends. There's a time and a balance for everything. We're not meant to be in the emotions all the time. We've got to come out to release. Release is what keeps coming up to me. Release all that is holding us back. So we can do what? So we can alchemize that last little bit and we can jump forward like the football through. I don't know. What is that thing called, honey? The football thing. Where the score where they kick the ball through the end zone. Field goal. Okay, yes, I couldn't think of it. To give you a field goal. Okay, to help you do what? To jump through alignment, jump through a new portal, a new beginning. That's that full energy. And it's this reflection that the angels brought up. It's this pattern of breath. It's this pattern of recoding that we're going through this month. And there's a lot of fast moving energy for you today to really make this happen and jump forward in what's coming. And what's coming. Okay? Beautiful. I'm making room here. So the frog wants to say number 38. Don't you guys love these cards? So blessed to have such incredible oracle. The frog talks about a cleansing. Sing, frog, sing. And isn't this the message coming up with our beautiful blackbird today? To sing, call the rains, quench the dryness, cleanse the earth, then fill me up again. And this is exactly what we're talking about. How can we go within, and clear and release all the patterns that do not serve us anymore? How can we release those to make room for the energy that's coming in? Okay. And so that's why a lot of people are feeling these emotions. These are releases. It's a lot like our animal for the month. Our spirit animal for the month is the dolphin. And when the dolphin comes up through its cork, it literally like pops a cork of the emotions. So that's literally the energy that we're feeling this month. Okay. And that's because much more is happening in the background, especially on that Atlantean timeline. We're in the post Atlantean time right now. And there's just a lot of alchemy going there because there was a lot of dark magic used on that timeline. Okay. So the frog wants us to know, yeah, that you may be calling in the cleansing you need. Ribbit, bringing it to you. Okay. So let's see. The key thought is to get rid of yourself, the distractions, and replace the mud with clear energy. Replace your parched spirit, mind, body, your spirit, body, and mind. The ability of the frog is to give support and energy where needed. I'm actually feeling the heat. So, actually, are you at night going through a purification process? Have you been feeling the heat? Have you been kicking off the covers at night? Now, it's really easy for women like my age to think that this is the change. Guess what? Not everything, not all the heat comes from the change. The heat is literally the violet flame coming in to what? To purify you. And this is what I'm feeling because this is spirit bringing it in. Wow, that is just really, truly beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Now, the center of the medicine wheel, of course, is the sacred tree, the sacred mountain, the climb, the journey. Okay, I'm like definitely feeling the heat. I gotta take my coat off. Woo, woo. Okay, so we're feeling in the center is the sacred journey, is the tree, which is you, which is me, which is the collective. So this is what's coming up. The badger, look at another 11. So we are aligning with spirit. Spirit is aligning. I mean, do you see the similarities in these cards? Do you see the strip here in the frog? Okay, this is what spirit is saying. We need to wipe this strip clean so that we can jump forward. And now we're looking at the center, which is us, the collective. And look at, there's the strip. There's the badger. Now, I already know the badger can be quite aggressive. Okay, the badger can get really wrapped up in the emotional part. And this is what's coming on the sacred wheel. This is the information that's coming up for us. 31:31 on the clock. 31:31 on the clock. Okay. So it's like, which is giving me the 4x4, which is what we're doing today, building a new structure, working together, working it out step by step. Beautiful energy. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the badger because this is what it's all about, my friends. This is the center. And yep, badger, 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 until you reach your goal. Know the inner power that lives in your soul. The badger is all about aggressiveness. He's vicious and attacks with powerful aggression. The badger is quick to anger and quick to pounce. This is the reaction process. The power of badger medicine is aggressiveness and willingness to fight for what it wants. The very thought of facing badger makes animals run for cover. Okay? The badger's reputation precedes it. Its hissing fangs will tear less aggressive opponents to shreds. The badger is the medicine of many powerful medicine women, for the badger is the keeper of the medicine roots. And we were just talking about the sacred tree, the sacred mountain, the journey up from the root to the top. Beautiful. Badger sees all the roots in Mother Earth's healing herbs hanging in its burrowed home. These roots are the key to aggressive healing. This is what we're meant to be aggressive about. Not aggressive about the fight, not aggressive about the emotions, more aggressive on the flip. And that's what we're getting here. How can we flip the script? How can we get off the perch? How can we go and capture the wisdom? This is so awesome. And not only that, how can we capture that awesome wisdom and jump forward? Are you seeing the connections? I am definitely seeing the connections. So let's keep reading. Roots can ground negative energy into the earth by allowing illness to pass through a body into the ground as neutral energy. Badger medicine people are quick to act in a crisis and they don't panic. If the badger is part of your medicine, which it is today for all of us, you are quick to express your feelings and you do not care what the consequences are. Badger people oftentimes insist on carrying the ball for the touchdown. Are you freaking kidding me? We're going for a 2-point conversion here, folks. Wow. Wow. This attitude, however, does not endear them to their teammates. Badger medicine may also point to the aggressive healer who will have the courage to use unconventional means to exact a cure, Like the mother who sits for days nursing a child with a high fever, the badger is willing to persist. Badger people can be vicious gossips or exhibit a chip on the shoulder syndrome if they're out of balance. You can be sure that people with badger medicine, which is all of us, okay? So this is talking about we're all feeling this energy, okay? You guys, we're all at different points in the energy. Some people are getting the panic in the storm. Some people not so much. There's no judgment. It's just realizing where we are, okay? Badger people, you can be sure that people with badger medicine will be aggressive enough to make the tops of their chosen field. Why? Because they don't give up. And we're not going to give up today. We're not going to get dragged. We're going to find the solution to recode and find the alignment so that we can go through the end zone and move to the next challenge. They are the finest healers. And that's why you're here, my friends. They will use any and all methods to ensure healing and will not give up on the critically ill. A badger person is the boss. We're talking about the healing arts. Those of you that come here, the one that everyone fears, the same boss will surely keep company afloat. Badger keeps the job accomplished. Badger certainty is a source of strength. If the badger pushed your way in the cards today, and it did in a big way, it's telling you that you have been too meek to trying to reach some goal. Badger asks how long you're willing to sit and wait for the world to deliver you the silver spoon. Hello. In this medicine, the key is to become aggressive enough to do something about your present state of affairs. Badger is teaching you to get angry in a creative way and say, I won't take it anymore. Stop the madness. You must follow on keeping your eye on the goal, honoring the healing process as you express those inner feelings. Oh my gosh, so hot at night. Yeah, Deb, you are actually really very much at night. A lot of us are going through a purification process, to be honest. Okay. So be aggressive, but don't cut others down on the way. That's too much. So this is the balance, okay? Use your anger. And I love how it's saying anger because we're translating these emotions. We're recoding and translating them. So use your anger to stop your lolling around so that your doldrums of apathy are a thing that's behind you of the past. Badger is a powerful medicine when properly used for self-improvement. Remember that the badger may be signaling a time when you can use your healing abilities, yours, to push your life ahead. Heal yourself by aggressively removing the barriers that don't grow corn, okay? The roots, getting to the root of it, cut away the dead wood, and use badger's aggression to seek new levels of expression. Use the badger medicine roots to keep yourself grounded and centered in the process. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is the alignment. This is the 411. This is the information we're looking for. This is the 1111. If you're seeing 1111 everywhere, I've been seeing it big time these last couple days. Okay? This is the call to release, to aggressively heal this last strip. I mean, I see it so clearly so that you can jump forward and participate in the magic that is at hand. Oh, oh. I'm hearing that. Ah, yeah. I'm laughing because my kids sing that from The Lion King. Okay. So this is really taking a different stance and stepping into your power in that solar plexus, right? It's like, I am not going to let this crap hold me back anymore. It's time to alchemize. There's a line in the sand, and I am going over it. We are going into the end zone, 2-point conversion, field goal, long pass. It's happening. And it's going to happen by listening to your inner voice and the promptings that you're getting. Okay, so let's see who's our ally today, because we're meant to do 9 cards. We've done 5. All right. So we're going to keep going. Our ally to the east is that grouse. I've got goosebumps. Okay. I've got goosebumps. I'm telling you why this popped up. This popped up earlier, which means it's important. This is the magic that's coming out today. The grouse is a bird that doesn't fly because it just roams around. So this is about keeping yourself rooted, my friends. Okay, because this energy, it's crazy, right? Grouse of the sacred spiral, leading us on to reach the everlasting heights. We can live as one. So the grouse, when it walks, it creates the sacred spiral. The sacred spiral being the healing element, the transmutation. Okay. Let's grouse. If the grouse medicine is in your cards, undertake a meditation on various qualities of movement within your world. And this week we were getting 198 hertz. If you haven't taken the moment, and this is correlating with that dolphin, okay? So all of this medicine is coming and converging. It's like, we've got a convergence. We've got to play. Hut, let's go. This is the energy I'm feeling, right? Okay, we're just going to roll with it. We're going to play with the energy. We're going to try different plays and see what works. But this is what's coming up, is the dolphin, which is our overall medicine for the month, spirit bringing in that structure. The dolphin is about the breath, right? It's about the breath. Taking in a breath, holding, and then breathing out. This literally restructures and recodes reaction. Tip number 1 for today. Tip number 2, the dolphin also is all about sound. It created its own language. If you have ever heard dolphin talk, you know what I mean. And so it created a language to converse back and forth from spirit to the water to the land. And in a lot of ways, sound is your ally. And what sounds do we come in? Thank you, animals. The animals are here to assist us, y'all. They are on our team on the field. They're here to assist us. And we've got the blackbird talking about the 198 hertz. I'm just saying, I don't think it's a mistake. Literally right here, how can we undertake a meditation on the various qualities of movement within your world? Begin by visualizing the sun as a member of the huge group of stars swirling in a massive pinwheel shape of the Milky Way. Then draw yourself out of this pinwheel of light and into a spiraling of your own DNA double helix, an arrangement similar to a rope ladder coiled like a corkscrew. Wow, you guys, this is so crazy. Analyze the way you move through your world and picture yourself in the act of locomotion, movement based with sound. What kind of reaction do you create with the energy you send into the universe? What words would you use to describe the way you move through the material and spiritual worlds? Is your movement compatible with your greatest desires and goals? And how can you use sound to get you on track? Wow. Wow. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Love that scene. Yeah. And this is what I'm feeling. There's all this passion. Okay. So thank you. Yes, to be here with our possum. This is what gets us in balance. The 5 and the 7 is a 12. That's what gets us in balance. That's the next number after 11. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Okay. All right. So that's what the fire within us. That's how we alchemize the solar plexus because that's what's been coming in with the solar plexus. Now, the sacral, the water. Hello. Hello, dolphin. We hear you. We've seen you coming up again to communicate with us, and we appreciate it so much. Oh, my goodness. Let's read about what the dolphin, we've already shared. I'm going to share its poem because it's so inspiring. I just know it. Dolphin, breathe with me. Breathe of the divine manna of the universe. In oneness, we entwine. Wow. And we've talked a lot about the dolphin, about finding the new rhythm. If the dolphin has appeared in your cards today, frothing through the waves of your spread, you are to be a link to some solution for the children of Earth. This can be a time when you are the link with Great Spirit and bring answers to your own questions to those of others. This is the time to breathe, to pull back, to reflect, to get into the rhythm. Yes, it's fast moving, but there's a rhythm. You just need to catch the beat. You just need to catch the beat so that you can pay it forward and teach others. Those are my healers. Those are the people that are drawn here. Those are the people I read for. You're on notice to be mindful of your body rhythm and the patterns of energy being fed to you from the Creator. Yes, because they are here. They are here. The angels and the spirit, they are here leading us. Imitate dolphin and ride the waves of laughter. Oh, goosebumps. Spread joy into the world. This is in our, oh my gosh, this is where our children, remember, the waters is the house of the child, the inner child. And your inner child wants to break free from all the aggression and the holding back and the lack of luster. We want to live in imagination and play and creation and wonder. Wow. Breathe and experience the manna given so freely. Break existing barriers and connect to the dream time of the dolphin. Know that we are all whole in the eyes of the everlasting one. Wow. I've been sharing the dolphin, and it's just like, and the dolphin is with us all month. So not today is the alignment to go from the 11 to walk through the end zone to get to the 12 to take the next step, the next initiation, which is the balance. And what is going to help us to do the balance? It's taking those deep breaths. It's playing to see what's going to work for us. And what's going to work for us? Listening to our inner voice. Listening to our inner voice. Focused attention in what comes back when you're here for Oracle, when you're collaborating with others, when different things happen. Right before I went live, literally, the music Hallelujah jumped on my screen. It was very magical, and I took it and I listened. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We are not here to be miserable and in madness and emotional creatures that can't seem to get through the day. This is not our mission on this planet, yo. We are human beings. We are an elevation. We are angels in form. And we are meant to act as so, lost in all this materialism. Okay? Platform. I'm on my soapbox. Can you hear me now? All right. What? This is the ally for the earth. You want to bring it all into that balance. You want to collaborate with the one. And on my channel, you know what this is all about? This is about invoking the animal wisdom. The animals, try it. If you have not invoked your blackbird, I encourage you to do it. And it's as easy as this. It is my purest intention to invoke my blackbird for myself, my ancestors, for the highest good. Because the animals are here. Are you hearing? Are you hearing the animals? Are you listening to what they're bringing? The lynx who wants to remove the kinks? Are you seeing how the animals are showing us the way and the patterns? They have their own ascension timeline, but they can't go without us. And so when you invoke the wisdom, when you work with the earth magic, when you work with the earth magic, when you see things from a 360-degree perspective, meaning that we are all one, the crystals, the plants, the trees, the humans, the animals, the water, the mountains, we are all one. And so, what can we place in our medicine wheel to lead us today? And in my oracle, and that's what we're doing. We're doing the daily insight, kind of long one, 5111 on the clock, the shift to being in the one and getting the alignment. This is basically what I teach. This is everything. This is the essence of who I am as a spiritual teacher. And I'm just feeling so passionate about it. So the animals are here, okay? The animals are here. So invoke your blackbird. And then on Thursday, guess what? We go until the full moon and there's a new animal, not only to lead you and to give you wisdom, but to literally be by your side. Literally to be by your side, taking care of things that are not working for you. And it's beautiful. And it's a way to streamline and troubleshoot. Beautiful messages today brought in by Spirit. Thank you to the ancestors. Thank you to the animals. Thank you to Spirit. Gorgeous messages. It's time. Yes, Deb says it's time. It's time to really change the structure. And this seems so overwhelming to so many people. They want to get involved, but I don't know what to do. All you got to do is go here. All you got to do is go here and follow your own messages. Follow your own call. Let's see what the links has to say. This is the confirmation of the entire reading. And so it's pretty important because this is what we're aligning to. We're aligning to the infinite. We're aligning, excuse me. Oh, I was like, this is not the mountain lion. We're aligning to the infinite. And the links is all about the secrets. Links, you know the secrets so very well. The dream time and the magic, but you'll never tell. May I learn to hold my tongue, observe like the Sphinx, powerful yet silent, the medicine of the lynx. Okay, I literally just had a tone switch in my right ear, and I know that this is all related to Egypt and Atlantis. There's a lot happening there, and it's affecting our feminine and our masculine energy. And this is the alignment we're coming to. This is what we're doing. It's time to let go of the programs of the past. It's time to let go of this goddess, that goddess, blah, 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 blah. We are the spiritual masters. We are the spiritual masters. It's not about looking from outside anymore. It's about looking within. Now, of course, some of this information can lead you to information, can teach you the wisdom, okay? But we're not meant In my perspective as a spiritual teacher, we're not meant to connect with Isis to heal us. We are meant to connect to Isis potentially for wisdom, to observe, to see what we learn so that we can heal ourselves. That's the secret. The secret is everything is within you. Let's read this. Let's read it, and then we're finished. It is said that if you want to find a secret, ask lynx. Unfortunately, it's difficult to get the silent lynx to speak. To be confronted by the powerful medicine of the lynx signifies that you do not know something about yourself or others. Wow. The lynx is the keeper of the secrets of the lost magical systems and the occult knowledge. Lynx has the ability to move through time and space and to go into the great silence for unraveling any mystery. Lynx is not the guardian of secrets, but the knower of secrets. The problem lies in getting the lynx to instruct you. He or she would rather be off chasing a bird or kicking sand in your face than running circles around you. Lynx medicine is a very specific type of clairvoyance. It is the medicine, if this medicine is strong in you, you will get mental pictures concerning other people. I'm just laughing. And exact things they have hidden, either from themselves or for others. I'm raising my hand because, yeah. You will see their fears, their lies, and their self-deceptions. You will also know where they have hidden the treasure in the Earth Star Chakra, the treasure chest, if there is any. You never speak of these revelations, you simply know. Wow. The only way you can coax information about yourself or the lynx medicine person, in case you've forgotten where you hid the treasure, is to respect the practices of his or her tradition. If you go to a gypsy with the lynx medicine, you must show your respect by paying the money after the reading. If you go to a cocktail medicine person, he or she will reach into your midsection or use a traditional method to help you. A blanket or tobacco should be given in exchange for the medicine he or she has performed for you. This operative is known as the law of the lynx people, and it is practiced by the Native American, Gypsy, Sulfite, Egyptian cultures, among others. If you have pulled the lynx card, you can be sure that secrets are afloat. If this is your personal medicine, you should listen to your higher self. You should listen to your higher self. Be still and pay attention to the revelations you receive, either in the form of mental pictures or through a higher singing voice in your inner ear. What? Oh my gosh. Perhaps you will receive information in the form of omens. You can be sure that Mother Earth is signaling you in some manner. If the lynx is at your door, listen. Brother or sister lynx can teach you about your personal power and of the things that you have forgotten about yourself. Lynx can lead you to lost treasures. I have full goosebumps. I really resonate with this medicine. And it's not like, hey, I'm better than you. It's like, I've been giving these gifts and I am sharing them. You see me sharing them. I want to be of service. Brother or sister lynx can teach you about your personal power and things that you have forgotten about yourself. Lynx can lead you to lost treasures and connect you to forgotten brotherhoods or sisterhoods. Some people believe that the Sphinx of ancient Egypt was not a lion, but a lynx. Oh my God, I got full blown goosebumps. And I just heard a crow. The lynx does not say much. With an enigmatic smile, the great cat watches over the sands forever. Woo! What a reading. It just felt like a really important day. Okay. So I hope that you found some really great tips here. If you did, please give me a like. Please share this video. I'm looking to grow my YouTube channel so we can spread these messages far and wide. There's so many people that need them. So please share these messages. Every share from the YouTube channel, okay? If you share it on Facebook, try to let me know. But if you could come here and share it, you just share the link. It's because it keeps track of it for me, and that way it makes it easier when I do the giveaway. When I did get to 140 subscribers, I currently had 70 when I set this challenge. I think we have 71 now. And I just flipped. I just looked, it's 11 o'clock, and I just saw it flip to the 100. Oh my God. Loving the numbers today. But once we get to 140 subscribers, I'm gonna give away a 30-day personal reading. The value is $45, and I look forward to doing so. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the Daily Insight. And tomorrow night, we have a special treat because we have the spark of wisdom of our beautiful friend, the blackbird. So don't forget to invoke your blackbird to assist you. And, the blackbird's actually going to help us on what's to come during the full moon, which is coming on the 6th. We're already probably feeling that energy starting today. Okay, so this is what I have for you today. And right before I let you go, what's coming up is on my channel. I do have a very Native American shamanistic inspired turquoise and straggler daisy meditation. And that is all about recoding your coral within you, which is your nervous system, which is getting you out of the seat of reaction and placing you in the seat of intention. And so I encourage you to check that out and to also watch for my next class, the Rainbow Bridge, where you get all of these attunements. Billy's going to go live with me soon. Billy will deal with that. I'm heading to Mexico for a couple weeks. But Billy's going to jump on and share with you her experience so far in the 4 weeks that we've been together. It's been amazing. So I look forward to connecting with you all tomorrow. Have yourself a great day. Don't get dragged. Stop the madness and make it happen. You got this. Let's get into the end zone, baby. All right? You got this.